Hello, everybody. So, I'm gonna do my room. We're gonna do the pink poppy one. So, now we're gonna do the odd ones out. It's a really, really small, really small YouTuber animator, and we're gonna be watching this one, Work Stories, Soup Boy. Yes.
I think that everyone at some point in their life should work in a fast food or retail job. Not to improve their work ethic or anything, but so that everyone knows what it's like to have that kind of job. They wouldn't work in fast food their whole lives, maybe just like for 6 months, just so they get a feel for it. So with that, let's talk about the time when I worked in fast food. I used to work at a very small local sandwich shop. I don't know if any of you guys heard of it. It's called Subway. Our spokesperson was in the news recently.
He stole my joke. I said he's a really small YouTuber, and he called a really, he's like a really small YouTuber. He just has 19.8 million subs, and he called his big company
I don't know if you guys look at the news. Did you hear he got beat up in jail? I kind of want to meet the person who beat up Jared more than Jared. Not in person.
Yeah.
They wouldn't meet in person, obviously. But, like, he would be behind bars, and I would just look at the guy who beat up my spokesperson.
Yeah.
How many people get to say that they beat up a fast food icon who is also a pedophile? Only one, and it's that guy.
Yep.
But seriously, guys, working at Subway was probably one of the most easiest jobs out there. I don't know why I'm about to complain about it to you guys. We got free cookies. And you know the comic with the Subways in Hell? I was actually working at Subway when I made that comic. I just think it adds sort of a little bit of value to it. You see, the owners who are husband and wife, can you believe it, of the Subway I worked at owned 2 stores. One of the Subway stores was in a Walmart reservation, because we have those in Arizona, and the other Subway was the Subway I worked at. And since the Walmart store was always busy, the owners would spend 99% of their time at that store. So I didn't really have a boss most of the time. On the off chance the owners
I'm just saying got it.
up some food, and then they would make sure I was making sandwiches the right way. And every time I made a sandwich in front of them,
why is there so many
find
olives?
something wrong with it, without fail. You put on too many olives.
Yeah,
Do
too
you know
many
according to the
olives.
Subway formula, you're only supposed to put on 8 olives on a football.
6.
8.
6.
One for every other bite. That's just ridiculous. Can you imagine someone just counting out 8 olives? Nobody does that. I usually worked the closing shift, and at the end of the night, we would turn the alarm, and we have 60 seconds to get out of the store. But one time I had the opening shift, so I unlocked the door to get in with my key, and the alarm went beep, beep, meaning I had 60 seconds to turn it off. No big deal, right? I've turned the alarm on all the time when I was closing. So I go to the little control panel, and I type in the code, and nothing happens. The beeping is still there, and the clock is still ticking down. So I go, okay, I'm going to press each button very carefully. I'm going to make sure each button makes a beep when I press it. Beep,
Boop.
beep,
Boop.
beep.
Boop.
Nothing still happens. So I go, okay, I'm going to make sure to press each button very carefully.
Yeah, very
Did
carefully.
they change the passcode without telling me? Well, this is the only passcode I know, so we're just going to try it again. And I press each button very carefully.
Okay, 6, 7. I mean, no.
It goes quiet. And then there's like 20 seconds left. But I guess when you get it wrong 3 times, it automatically assumes that you're a burglar. So while the alarm is going off, I look on the contact sheet for the owner's cell phone number. I step outside, I call him, and he doesn't pick up. So I go back inside, find the number for the other Subway store. They open an hour before we do. Someone picks up with their stupid voice. Oh, thank you for calling Subway. How may I help you? And I go, hey, is Mike there? It's not his real name, guys. Don't worry. And they go, just a minute. Yeah, sure. I have all the time in the world. The cops might be on their way, but take your time.
Yeah,
so,
take your time.
Mike
Take your
picks up.
time.
Yellow. Hey, Mike, this is
Yellow.
James. What's the passcode for the alarm? Who is this? It's James. What's the passcode? What are you doing there, James? Why aren't you answering the question? I have the opening shift. Is the alarm going off? Yeah, no one told me the new code. Yeah, we changed it. It's the last 4 digits of your social security number. Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay,
different
thanks,
for
Mike.
everyone.
I don't know my social security number. So I finally get the alarm off. No one showed up, thankfully. Which I actually don't know if that's a good thing or not, now that I say it out loud. We did have a store manager who would, like, make the schedule.
Got a
and sometimes
smiley
tell us,
face.
hey, can you guys do a better job at, your job. But other than
Yeah,
that,
you gotta
she
do a
was
better
cool. She
job.
watches my videos, and so do her
You
little
gotta do a
brothers.
better
They're big
job.
fans. Shout out to Ivan and Andy. Those are the brothers. So get this. At Subway, you only work with...
Shout out, Ivan.
Just you
Also,
and
Andy.
them in an empty Subway for 5 hours. I mean, we weren't, like, empty all the time. Okay? And when you're not making sandwiches, you have other stuff to do, like stocking the chips, or we had stuff to do. But okay, we did watch a lot of Netflix and do homework, so I mean, that other person you worked with would make or break your entire shift. It wasn't the annoying customers. I kind of got used to annoying customers. So I worked with a lot of crabby people. And I also worked with a lot of people who I would probably never become friends with, except in a work setting. You see, you gotta understand the type of people who got jobs at Subway. Potheads. Potheads.
Yep,
Some of them are really cool. I'm just going to go over a couple of the characters that I worked with. There was Tyler. I freaking love this guy. He smoked a lot of weed. He actually taught me what vaping was, and he got me into Clash of Clans. I actually mentioned him and his girlfriend in my Riddles video. I don't know if I ever told you that. And of course, I have to mention Corey. He was cool. We watched How to Get Away with Murder on Netflix, and I've also hung out with him outside of work. What him and Tyler had in common is that they would actually do their job, which you gotta appreciate.
Gotta do your job.
Get this.
Do your job. Do your job.
He loved Marvel, and that's like
Do
the
your
only
job.
thing he would talk about.
Do your job,
He
Jared.
doesn't watch my videos.
Do your job.
She was cool. She made me a bread bowl. And her boyfriend,
Nice.
Jay, he talked about chakras and third eyes. He was interesting. But also, there's Anthony. He's cool. What's up, Anthony? For the 100,000 sprinkles video, I actually went back to Subway to use their scale because I knew they had one. And we counted 500 sprinkles again just to be more accurate for the 100,000. And Anthony helped me count instead of working. I mean, at least he got paid minimum wage for it. So 2 more stories before I go. One time, Jared asked me to take out this pile of trash, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll just put this pile of trash in the dumpster. And as I was taking it out, I saw that there was a chip poster in the pile. And I thought, this is too cool to throw away. I'm going to keep it. So I took it home with me. And then the next day when I went in, people were saying, oh, where's the chip poster? We can't find the chip poster. We haven't seen it anywhere. And I'm thinking,
What do you mean?
I have the poster.
Why would you need the cheese poster that much?
It's still hanging up in my room. Sorry, boss, if you're finding out about this now. Okay, and then the other story, I was working with a manager, and we were just making sandwiches like usual. And I noticed that when we toasted a sandwich, it would burn the paper a little on the edges. That probably shouldn't be happening. So then a customer asks for just bacon toasted. And the boss lady puts some bacon on paper, and then puts it in the toaster. And we don't have a setting for just bacon. So then when she opens the toaster, there was a fire on the bacon. So then she starts to whack it with the little metal tray thing, but all she ended up doing was fanning the
Yeah, you got.
the fire.
You're just fanning it.
You got
Damn it.
Then I went in the back and I got the fire extinguisher and I actually used it. I single-handedly saved that Subway. Wait, what have I done? Is it okay if the bacon's a little crispy and has nitrogen and carbon dioxide stuff on it? Wow, I didn't even mention a single bad customer experience. Well, I don't want the video to be too long. I should make a part 2. I'm going to make a part 2, and it's just going to be stories about annoying customers that I had to deal with. And if anyone I used to work with is watching, and I didn't mention you, it's because I hate you.
Well, I guess that was a small video with my first 8-minute video. I usually go for like 12 minutes, but I'm not going to go there and get a 2-minute video, get a 4-minute video, just to make it even. So anyways, shout out to the theodd1sout. As always, he's a really small YouTuber. You gotta support the grind, you know. And I've been forgetting, but you guys need to like and subscribe, like I swear. Okay, I'm not that used to having a lot of views, so I know there's someone that there's a couple people that are watching my videos, and I'll remind you guys, you need to subscribe because it helps out a lot, and like, so I know you're, and all, so because I know, because you're that guy, you know. And also comment I subbed, like I subscribed or something like, just like that. And then I will know that you're a real one. And bye bye. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. And I was always keep gaming.